Hey guys, it's me again today with the Q&A, and I wanted to touch base on a little something I missed this morning, which is the welcome message. The welcome message inside of your ManyChat account is in the settings, and then you go to Messenger. And this is what connects to your business fan page. So whatever you have as a message there on the welcome message, if you have a send a message option on your business fan page, that's what they're gonna get. So that's the first message that you have to set up, and you have to think about what kind of journey you want your customer to go through. So if the idea is for them, for example, to join your webinar or your challenge or your live event, then your welcome message should reflect that, should ask them to join if they want more information. If you want to have the banner of your business fan page and have like an arrow pointing to the button saying they can register to your webinar, you should send them directly to the registration flow, which we're going to talk about tomorrow. If not, if you also want to have the ability for people to ask other questions and go through other different types of journeys, then on the welcome message, you give them the option to ask you other questions, or maybe book a call or join your webinar or challenge. All right. So the welcome message is the first message that we have to set up inside of our ManyChat flows, so that your fan page is set up to receive and to send, actually, not to receive, to send an automatic welcome, so that you have 100% response rate on your fan page as well, because that's super important for Facebook, that you have a fast response rate. So that's why they are going to push you the instant replies. That's why they're going to push you to use their automatic messages. But you don't have to. You can absolutely connect it to ManyChat as well. So now that I covered that, I wanted to ask whoever is live if they have any questions, because I don't, I went through the comments on the video from this morning, and I had one question which I'm gonna answer in this live as well, because it's a great question. Jenny asked that she was receiving messages from Agorapulse, I think I said it right, from, I don't know what, let me check what other companies, but she was receiving messages about when they go live. So she hasn't subscribed to these. They are definitely in breach of the terms and conditions. I did not make that up. Facebook makes the rules. And if Jenny hasn't subscribed to receive the live message notifications for the event that's happening, right? Like confirmation, the confirmed event update tag, then they are breaching the terms. So I want you to not breach the terms. I want you to remember that we talked about this morning, marketers ruin everything. Do not ruin this, because if not, they're going to get stricter. So what happens is that she could block them. She could report them. And if enough people do so, they're going to get banned. It doesn't matter if they have 5 million subscribers. It doesn't matter. Facebook doesn't care if it's small, if it's a big list. If you're not following the rules, they're going to shut you down. And a lot of those people that are subscribed probably do not know. But I mean, they're using the tag correctly. The only part that they're missing is that they did not ask her for consent to receive those messages. So that's the problem. You have to ask for consent. And that's why I say that they're breaching the terms and conditions. Probably Facebook will not find out, because they're using the right tag for live events, but it could cost them if people start blocking them. So that's to answer Jenny's question about why she's receiving messages from these companies and personal brands that are about when they go live. And that is okay, right? We can use it with a confirmed event tag, but we have to ask for consent for the leads to join and get the updates. We cannot just send it to everybody on our list without breaking the rules. And we cannot misinterpret the tags either. That's a hard word for me. Misinterpret. I said it right? Okay, so I wanted to ask you, wait, let me see if I can see the comments. If you have any questions, make sure that you put them below. I'm going to check on my computer here because I'm on my phone right now and I was in my computer this morning. Since I'm not going to show you my screen, I just went live here because it's just easier. So let me check. Okay, so it says, Christopher says, how do you delete flows that I download in ManyChat? Can you elaborate a little bit more, Christopher? What do you mean flows that I downloaded in ManyChat? You could just go to where the flow is, and before you edit it, there's there's little 3 points on the top right corner. And if you click there, it says delete. If you go to, awesome. He just said that he just did it. Awesome. So yeah. And then if you go inside the flows and you just see the flow name in like the bar, always the 3 little points, that's the menu. And there you could duplicate it. You could delete it. You can share it. You can rename it, if I'm not wrong. The 3 dots. Yes. Always the 3 dots. Remember that the 3 dots are like a universal icon for menu, like the hamburger menu that's these apps have created, and on the websites too, we have them now when mobile, right? The 3 lines or the 3 dots. That's where the menu would appear, like the settings of each message, the settings of each thing online. So it actually applies to everything online. So what else? Did you guys have any questions regarding the tags? What are you concerned about when it comes about the rules? Please ask me questions. You have me here. I've saved time in my agenda to answer your questions, and I think you should take advantage of it because I charge a lot of money for this one-on-one. So, it's not because of the money I charge, it's because of the knowledge I've learned throughout this whole 3 years. It's been a lot of trial and error and a lot of mistakes that have actually showed me, like today, right? I made a huge mistake in sending the message twice accidentally. And now I learned what happened and why it happened so it doesn't happen again. So I already went through the road. So please ask me questions, because if not, I'm going to hop off because I have to finish a website. So let me see here. Let me open this and expand it so I could see your comments. I don't know why I can't see the comments here on my actual phone. Let me see. Okay. Comments. Okay, this says, Christopher says, I was having a hard time with the welcome message on my iPad. My computer was fried. Oh my gosh. Yes. Wow. Sorry that your computer got fried. That's horrible. We have a lot of thunderstorms here locally too, and like the power comes out sometimes, but it's rare. On the iPad, I think that you can see it on desktop because you have to do these kinds of edits inside of the desktop website. But if you have mobile, you can download the ManyChat app. The ManyChat app gives you the live chat, and I think for iPhone users, they have more features right now than the Android app. Go figure. That's always the case. But you are going to be able to do more and more things inside the app because they're working on it. ManyChat in the group, in the community, they have announced that every time that they do some changes, and that app is going to get better and better. We're hoping that we will be able to create all of the flows inside our mobile devices, because sometimes we're on the road and we need to fix a flow and we can't do it from the app, right? So they're working on that. And let me see if we have any other questions. Okay. No questions. So you're 100% clear with the terms and conditions, the tags, how we can use them. The welcome message, for example, is the best example I could give you with policy proof chat flows. Why policy proof? Because the user is the one that takes the action first. So if they have an offer, if you have an offer there, if you have a promotion, a survey, a quiz, whatever it is, you can have it on the welcome message because it's a policy proof way to get them into the 24-hour window once they do a action, right? Okay, Erica asked, I haven't turned my homework in yet. That's fine. Don't worry about it. You have until tomorrow to do so. Tomorrow before we start, so until like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Central. Let's see. I haven't. What time does it need to be? Yeah, you have until tomorrow until 9 a.m. Central. Okay, so an hour before we start the new training, that's when you have to turn in your homework, so you get the points. Christopher asked, I'm trying to find out why my logo isn't showing in ManyChat, but it's connected. Where is your logo, Christopher? Could you explain a little bit better? Like, is it in a flow? Did you add it? Where is the logo? My logo. If you're talking about the picture of your profile where you see your logo, it's not gonna show up on the flows. You have to add it to the flows as an image if you want the logo to pop up on your message flows, if that's the question. It's on my Facebook group page. Yeah, no, it's not gonna show up on ManyChat. And the groups that are not connected to the message flows, only fan pages. We cannot connect chat flows to groups. So it would be for you to include your logo inside of your chat flows. You would have to add an image to the flow and put in the logo there. I'm gonna show you how to do that on, what day is today? Wednesday, on Thursday. Okay. Question, Erica says, if you go live daily, do you suggest creating a bot to let them know when you're live daily? Okay. If you go live daily, this is very tricky because you need to get them to subscribe to receive those updates first. And you gotta let them know beforehand that it's going to be daily. Make sure that the beginning message lets them know how to get out of the messages, because some people might feel it's extremely annoying to receive a message every day on the day every day. So if you're going live daily, I would use one-time notifications. If it's not like a bi-weekly event or a weekly event, if it's a daily thing that has nothing to do with a challenge or a summit or a seminar or something that just happens for a period of time, then I would get them to subscribe to a one-time notification after the video, so let's say they subscribe to live notifications, right? And you give them the option to subscribe to the one-time notification for the next day. I know that's a little bit tedious, but according to the rules, a live event is an event. So you could either use the OTN or you can use the confirmed event tag. Now, you just got to make sure that they subscribe and that they explicitly know that they're going to get a message every single day. For how long? Like, you got to let them know before they agree. Once they agreed, you can use the confirmed event update. But I think that we get into a gray zone when it doesn't end anytime. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unlimited, so it's kind of falls into the content category and not the event category, because it's not a special event that you're holding. It's not a weekly live that is going to be an event. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of tricky. You could use the confirmed event tag, but it's like a gray zone. And I mean, try it out. Test it out. You can test it out with the confirmed event update the first few days. And then if they want to receive next week's, like, you could do it for like a week. Let's try that. You could do the first few days, right, with a confirmed event update. And then when the week ends, right, you tell them, hey, do you want to receive the live updates for next week every day? And you get them on a OTN, and then you get them to the confirmed event update. I would have to draw it for you, though, Erica, okay? We need to talk about what is the specifics on your strategy, because the misrepresentation of the tag, you got to be careful with that. I know that live events are events, but if you're doing it daily forever, then you got to be careful and just like go day by day. Which say so. Yeah, Christopher suggesting a double opt-in just to be safe. Yes, I would totally do the double opt-in to be safe for this, because I haven't seen anybody say that it's not okay to do it. Like, if you go to I have this blog that I can link below on how you guys can set up the lives so that you can send the messages every time. But you would have to pre-schedule your lives in your business fan page and connect that each day should be like an individual event. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna link the blog so it's more clear on the Facebook Lives for content. Christopher is asking, it's showing like a question mark, so that have to be on the welcome message, right? Well, you can put your logo wherever you want. It doesn't have to be on the welcome message per se. You could put it anywhere. You could put it on the beginning. Like, if you saw today's messages that I sent, I created some GIFs from the module of the day, and I sent it after the first broadcast. Tomorrow you will receive it before the broadcast, like the GIF and then the message. So it's up to you where you put it. I would add it to the flow, definitely, so people know your brand and get familiarized with your brand. Steven is asking, what was the homework exactly? Okay, so the homework was just for you to set up your ManyChat account and connect it to Facebook and set up the one-time notification. So just go to the video from this morning and see what we did. It's at the end, how I showed how to set up the ManyChat connection and how to do the one-time notification. You gotta send me a screenshot through the bot, but you have to click on turn in assignment button. If you don't click on the turn in assignment button and send me the picture, you're not gonna get the points. So make sure that you do that. Okay, Christopher says, yeah, the double opting thing there. That's what I was thinking. Yes, exactly. So we have to add certain things about our brands inside of the message. It could be images. It could be with Laurel. What we did is we used her Bitmoji to show people a little bit about her personality, and her bot is the Bitmoji, right? So if you want to use your Bitmoji, you can. I think it's allowed in terms and conditions that you can use your Bitmoji for sharing. You could use GIFs, you could use your logo, your branding. It's always important to show your branding all over your marketing efforts so that people keep seeing it and you become top of mind. Like, we would never think about Coca-Cola as the brown sugary beverage, right? If we just saw that, right? And we think Coca-Cola, if Coca-Cola wouldn't have put their logo and their brand freaking everywhere, right? But they make you feel as well. So it's not just the visual, it's the feeling, right? They make you feel with all those beautiful commercials that they do, right? All the publicity. So inside the chatbot, it's the same idea. We're going to create the brand awareness so that the flows, have cohesion. That's a word, cohesion. Sorry, sometimes my Spanish just gets like weirded out in my brain, and I'm like translating, and I shouldn't be translating. Anyways, so they have cohesion. They're cohesive to your brand. That's what I wanted to say. Christopher's asking, do we have to use the chat to get them off Facebook chat to get them to buy a digital? Yes. Okay, so he's asking if we have to get them off the messenger chat to get them to buy the digital product. Yes. You have to send them to a sales page outside of Facebook to make the purchase. And then once they make the purchase, we can use Zapier to connect them back to Messenger and send them a message or send them an email with the confirmed purchase tag. Remember, we had that option? If they bought something, you can confirm that the purchase was created through the bot with that tag, and you can let them know, hey, you can log into this and send them the username and the password. If it depends where you're making them buy, though. Are you using WooCommerce? Are you using a membership site platform? Are you using ClickFunnels? What exactly are you using? I would recommend for when they make the purchase, just send them an email and an SMS, because that's simpler. But we can use Zapier to send the messenger flow as well with the tag. Christopher says Kartra. Okay. Let me check on Zapier if Kartra. I think Kartra is available. I would have to go and explore because I don't have a Kartra account. But if you go to Zapier and you put connect the app ManyChat, And then on the other one, you put Kartra. Yeah, it's here. Okay, so ManyChat and Kartra, I don't think they connect the... Okay, so there's no pre-built integrations, but I'm sure that... Let's see backwards. Kartra to ManyChat. I'm sure there has to be a way to connect them. This is why I love Zapier. Definitely love Zapier. But you would have to go check, because I don't have a Kartra account. I can't really go dive deep into Zapier. You would have to go and say, choose trigger event. Lead is added to a sequence, removed from a sequence. Lead reaches, da 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 da. Okay, so if customer buys a product, I would have to sign in to Kartra, and then, yeah, you can send a text message to the user. You can add a tag to the user. You can subscribe user to a sequence. So you could definitely, so let's say that they buy the membership program, right? They bought your membership program. Then you have Zapier that's connected Kartra with ManyChat, and you get them to receive an account update, and you let them know, hey, your purchase was successful. Make sure that you check your email for the login details. And then you can send them like a one-time notification, or you can add them to a tag, right? Because if they're already, well, you would have 24 hours then. Actually, no. Let me get that straight. Sorry. Okay, so they buy a product in Kartra, then you connect it with Zapier so that when they make a purchase, they get subscribed to a sequence. So you would have to make a sequence. You can find the user by custom field. You can find the user by name. So you have them on your ManyChat, and you can find the user by name. Zapier can help you find the user and then send them the right information. This will require a level of automation and more work, Christopher, but it absolutely can be done. We can connect ManyChat and Kartra with Zapier. Absolutely. Oh gosh, I love Zapier. One of my favorite tools. Okay, doesn't Zapier get expensive? It's $25 for... Not really. I think it's worth the price. For all the automation it does and all the headaches it will take away from you. You have 100 free SAPs a month. Right now, personally, I'm at 88. So I think that 1,500 tasks a month. So if you were completing that many, it's like $40 a month. I don't think that's expensive. I don't think that's expensive at all. It saves you so many headaches. That's so awesome that we could totally connect Kartra and ManyChat. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Christopher, you can just email them, and then you can enhance it with text, with an SMS flow if you have their phone number, or that would be over the 24-hour rules. And then the account update tag, it's available, because getting people into membership sites, that's the new virtual, not the new, you guys and I know that this is not new, but a lot of people think this is new. But those are programs that they buy, and they have their own account in Kartra, right? They have their own account in WordPress or whatever you're using, right? And for example, I use WordPress and Woo memberships, and I could connect that so that they receive a message once they subscribe to the to the replays, once they buy the program, and you could do it with mostly everything. It's pretty cool. I think it's awesome. I think it's so cool. You're right, Erica. It's pretty cool. So, any more questions, guys? Or do you want to wrap this up? I think the terms and conditions are pretty explicit, but sometimes they give a window to misinterpretation. So in case you have any other questions along the way, you are absolutely welcome to do them, obviously. Just ask me a questions and I will shoot you an answer. And if I don't know the answer, we're going to use our friend Google, and we're going to use my friends in the ManyChat community to help us out. So don't worry about it. Just let me know what your questions are and I will get them answered. So, let's see. Any other questions? Let me see. Okay, so I'll get you guys the blog. I'm actually going to pull it up right now because I have it on my saved things here. And I'm going to post it under this video for the live events. Molly is one of the best marketers I've known. She's so good. Molly or Holly. I don't even remember her name. That's not good. Where is it? Give me a second, guys. I'm going to look this for you. Chatbot research. Okay, here it is. Molly. See, I was right, Molly. Okay, I will post it here. Okay, Erica, no worries. See you tomorrow. Yeah, it's been a long day for me too. So if you don't have any questions, tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central, we will go over the chat marketing strategy for webinars and live events and challenges, the flows that we're going to need. And tomorrow's homework is a little bit more complicated, so do not pile it up because, you know, last minute things. I know that Latinos were famous for last minute things, but honestly, I've been working with too many Americans lately, and I like to be punctual and on time and do accept things beforehand. So try to not do it last minute. You have until 9 a.m. Central to turn in homework of the next day. So I will see you. Let's see. Anthony has a question before I go. It says, how far in advance before the event should you start promoting your webinar event? That's a great question. If they subscribe, okay, so according to Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, 14 days for promotion is the sweet spot. That's what I heard from Dean himself and from a lot of other marketers. Actually, 14 days is a really good time frame to promote whatever you're promoting. Now, once they subscribe to the ManyChat, to the Messenger bot flow, once they get into your flow and they accepted to receive the updates, you can give them updates. You could give them every day, but that's a little bit tiring. It's not email. Remember, it's not email. We don't want to suffocate the leads. If you have genuine updates, let's say that they need to prepare materials. Let's say that you worked on a workbook and you want them to print it. If the Facebook group is already available, if you're going to host it on a Facebook group, if you want to know, if you saw, I sent 2 messages before the event got started. I sent it to the first batch of subscribers that were less than 25. And then I sent it when we had more than 80. A few days before the event, just to get people prepared on what they needed to know, where they needed to sign up, what was the dynamic of the event. Now, depends on the event, Anthony. It depends on your leads. It depends on a lot of factors. But I would say 3 to 5 days before the event, you can start sending maybe daily messages that the event is coming up with the event update tag. But not for 14 days straight. I think that we're going to get into people would get annoyed. I'm not thinking about Facebook rules. I'm thinking about, as a user, would you get annoyed? I know that some people got annoyed today with my bot because I accidentally sent the message twice. And then I sent the message again tonight. And I actually had a couple unsubscribe, and that's fine. People will drop off. So have a general goal, the golden rule. If it's annoying for you, it's probably annoying for your leads. So don't do it. So just use the golden rule. Christopher says he didn't get annoyed. Yay! So, it depends on the person. I know that the really interested people in the subject are never going to get unsubscribed. And you know what? Those are your people. That's the kind of high quality people I surround myself with, and the people that you should surround yourself with. And there's people like Christopher and I that won't get annoyed at certain things, but I bet that I get annoyed when I receive messages that I haven't subscribed to. Definitely get annoyed. I got annoyed with some marketers, to be honest, that I muted their messages because it was too much. So just try to put yourself on the shoes of your consumer and think, is this update worthy to send now to the leads, right? If it is, if you need to let them know the instructions, the step-by-step, fine, go ahead, do so. But if it gets too much, it would get tiring, and some people will just drop off. We have to have like a balance. I know that those who are really, really, really interested will read and hang by every freaking word you say. But we also have to take in consideration everybody that's coming through your bot. That would be my best advice. Those people weren't interested anyways. It was clearly an accident. Well, they were probably interested, but they think it's annoying and that they don't need it. And that means they're just not ready. They're not ready to get into learning all this stuff. And they probably just prefer to hire someone out to build it for them, right? Maybe they thought that they wanted to learn, and then they're like, no, maybe not, right? I know that I've had that problem. Says Christopher, lol, that's me. Right? Just, try to have a balance on where we take the person from not knowing anything to enjoying your bot. That's the goal. We want people to enjoy the bot and rave about it and tell people like, oh my gosh, did you get into her bot? It's so funny. It's so whatever you want it to be, right? Your brand doesn't have to be funny. It's just, that's my thing, okay? Fun and funny is my thing. It doesn't have to be your thing. But yeah, like just make it entertaining so that people feel cared for and nurtured and not annoyed. The goal is not to annoy them. But if your goal is to annoy them, go ahead and do so. Right? I'm not going to stop you. That's fine. If that's the goal, right? It depends on your marketing goals. It depends on how you want your customers and your leads to feel. Feelings. That's the key. How do you want to make them feel? Do you want them to feel happy, excited, inspired? Do you want them to feel cozy or joyful, or do you want them to feel annoyed, desperate, angry, upset? We don't want all those things, right? We want them the first things. So just have that balance. And how do you get that balance? Trial and error. This is an experiment. Treat it as such so you don't get upset at yourself and at technology. Experiments, we know that they're going to fail, then that you're going to succeed eventually. Thomas Edison did not create the light bulb, didn't invent all his inventions on the first try. Albert Einstein didn't either. And you and I won't get it right the first time all the time. Probably some might struck luck the first time, right? And it could be a perfect flow, but we all know that we're humans. We make mistakes. I make mistakes. I am flawed, and just test it. That's going to be my answer for a lot of questions. Test it. See if it works. If it's too annoying, if it's causing you people to block you too much from Facebook, stop it. That's the best advice I could give you guys. So with that, I will wrap this up, because if not, I could talk all freaking day. Those who know me know that I talk a lot, but it's on purpose, with purpose. So I will see you guys at 10 a.m. Central tomorrow. May God bless you. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye.